Hi there guys, this is Evan from Junior Survivor and today I'm bringing another video on attitude. This year has been really bad for people who suffer with hay fever and I am one of those people. I get really bad streaming nose, streaming eyes, they're really itchy, I get sneezing all the time, I get this like funny acidy taste in my mouth and sometimes my breathing, it gets hard to breathe. So I live on a farm and at the moment all of the fields have gone to seed. And you might hear a survivor say in a survival situation, guys, this terrain is avalanche prone. Well, let me tell you something, this farm is hay fever prone. So this video, guys, is all about trying to not let our hay fever become a negative thing. Try and make it a positive thing. Try and build your positive attitude through having hay fever. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How can hay fever be a positive thing? How can we make positive things happen from hay fever? That just sounds ludicrous, Evan. Well, in this video, I'm going to try my best to explain to you. So, I'm sure as some of you people have watched my previous video, you know that to a character trait, I'm not a positive person. I'm more negative. But living on a farm, and ever since I was wee-high having hay fever, you kind of have to learn to become positive through that, and that's been a really great thing for me to build my positive attitude from. You might be thinking, yeah, I really want to know what you're going to say, Evan, so guys, I'm going to tell you a little story. Now that is once I've blown my nose. I don't know why I chose to come and film in the middle of a grassy field when I have hay fever. Anyway, back to it. So I'm going to tell you this little story. So years and years ago, the owners of the farm that we live on used to get contractors in when the grass was high to cut it. Then they would take it and use it as silage for the cattle and loads of other grazing animals. But they used to leave bits all around the edges of the field. So my family and our friends used to go out with rakes, rake it all up and make massive piles of it. We used to have goats, so we'd try and dry the grass out and then feed it to our goats. But as we're little kids like this, you can't really tell a little kid not to jump on this massive pile of hay, like a massive trampoline. It's so much fun. So me and my friends and all of my sisters are all out there jumping on the hay. So I have two options. I have hay fever. So do I stay inside, just watching them? My hay fever won't be that bad, but I'm going to be damn miserable. My second option is to get out there with my friends, raking all that grass up, having a good laugh while I'm doing it, then jumping on all the hay, jumping up and down, having so much blooming fun. My hay fever's going to be bad, but see, that's what positive attitude is. If I was negative, I wouldn't let it stop me. I'd be like, oh, no, I'm going to stay inside, Oh, I'm going to just stay inside. And you know what? I'm not like reckless. I take my medicine every morning, and that's, helps me. And then what? Do you know what? There's not much more I can do. So you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm not going to let it stop me. Something that people usually say about me and my hay fever is it doesn't stop me from doing anything. So I was one of those kids out in the field, jumping up and down on the hay, having a whale of a time. Do you know what? My hay fever was terrible after that. My nose streaming, my eyes were running, everything was bad. But you know what? I was so much better for it. Start being positive, guys. Positivity, positivity, positivity. I keep saying that, but that's another one I've tried to drum into my head. And you know what? I want you guys to understand that too. Now, I might be waffling a bit, so I'm going to move on, to something else. So like I said earlier, don't be reckless when you've got hay fever. I take my medicine, and I said there's not many other things you can do, but you know what? There is a few. And in nature, survival tips, guys, coming up right now, there's quite a few things that you can actually use to help your hay fever. And one of those things is elderflower and nettles. That was actually two things. Sorry there, guys. And both of the season for elderflower and nettles is actually in the same season you get hay fever. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go and collect a load of elderflower. Nettles I'm not so keen on, My sister's always trying to get me to eat them, but I much prefer the elderflower. Yeah, not just eat it on its own, you can eat it on its own, but I'm going to make some elderflower cordial. So I've got my knife for me, guys, and I'm going to go off and I'm going to pick some elderflower heads. And this, guys, is called proactive attitude. I'm in a positive, proactive attitude. See, I take my medicine, I'm going to make some elderflower cordial, I'm going to take that, and then that's all I can do. And then I'm not going to sit inside, but I'm going to go out and jump in a load of grass. maybe not the jumping in the load of grass bit, but that's what I did when I was this big. But yeah, let's go make some elderflower cordial. So at this time of year, you'll usually find that hedges are absolutely full of these elderflowers, just like this one that I'm coming up to right now. Right, I'm popping the camera down, and I'm going to jump in the bush for the nettles. This, people, is the elder tree, and these are the elderflowers. So, you can either pick them or cut them. Just like this. So this is what we're looking for. These absolutely lovely elderflowers. Right, I'm going to go collect a load of them. Also, whilst you're collecting them, if you'd like to, not the green parts, but just the flowers, you can take them off and eat them. Because they're really great for hay fever. You want to try and just pick the healthy looking ones. Okay, so I haven't picked loads of flowers because I already had some. And I want to make sure that I leave some flowers on the trees, because in autumn the flowers then turn to elderberries, and then they can be used in lots of tinctures and stuff to make really great medicines to like stop me getting colds and stuff like that. So yeah, now let's head back and make the cordial. Alright guys, so I've just got back from collecting all of this elderflower, and my hay fever is really, really bad. But you know what? Stay positive, Evan. We're now going to crack on with it. So the first stage, and some of you guys might want to do this, but for me, I'm not going to worry, is you can wash it to get all the little bugs off of your elderflower. But for me, more bugs, a little bit more protein, guys, little survival there. Yeah, but what we need to do is cut most of this green stalk off as we can before we use it. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a rather large pan and add in 500 grams of sugar. Okay, so most elderflower cordial recipes use just tons and tons of sugar. I found a brilliant one because it also uses honey as well as sugar. And honey is absolutely brilliant for hay fever. It's like that kind of thing, you eat the problem to solve the problem, because honey is made of pollen, and pollen is what is the allergy for hay fever. And so I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of honey in with the sugar. Alright guys, now you want to add 1 litre of water to your sugar and honey. Right, now what we want to do is get a fire going, and then put our pan on the fire and gently stir it until the sugar dissolves. Okay, so now what you want to do is just gently, slowly bring your sugar, honey and water to a boil until all the sugar has dissolved. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just remove my pan from the heat, just pop it there, and then we're going to get on to the next stage. Okay, now what I'm going to do is grate the zest of 1 lemon into our pan. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take the lemon I've just grated the zest off of and cut it in half. I'm then going to get a lemon squeezer and get as much juice out of this lemon as I possibly can. Right, now what I'm going to do is just pour in the lemon juice, and then the pulp that you kind of get in the top of your lemon squeezer, and just going to add all of that in. The recipe that I'm following uses 2 lemons, but I only had 1 in the cupboard, so that will be fine. If you have another one, just don't worry about zesting it, but slice it up and add the slices in. Okay, so now what you want to do is add all of your elderflower to your syrup here. So the recipe said 15 heads of elderflower, but because I have hay fever, I'm going to add more because that's going to make it more stronger and a lot better for you. So I'm just going to add all of my elderflower into the syrup. Right, I'm going to give this just a good stir now, making sure all the elderflower is covered by syrup. And then I'm just going to pop the lid onto this. And then you need to leave it for about 24 hours to infuse and get all of those flavours into your syrup. Whoa, guys. Wait. Before we put that lid on, I've realised that I managed to find another lemon. So what I'm going to do is just cut this lemon in to slices. Right, now pop your pop your lemon in, Where did onion come from? And so now, guys, we can actually put the lid on. Okay, guys, it's 24 hours on, and as that 24 hours went by, I every now and then took the lid off, gave it a stir. Now, basically, what I need to do is decant it and strain all of the lemon and elderflower out. So we're left with the cordial, and then we can add a little bit of water and drink it. So to strain it, I've got one of these kind of recyclable veggie bags that you get at the supermarket. I've got a pan. Then what I'm going to do is just put this inside the pan, kind of just lining the inside with it. And then I'm going to pour this into here. Okay, guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the cloth, take it off, and just pull it out of the pan, leaving behind my cordial. Just give this all a squeeze to get any excess out of there. Then put that to one side. Then what I'm going to do is put this into my bottles. So guys, this is Evan in the editing suite right now. I'm editing, and I've just realised for the next few shots, bit of a technical error, but my microphones didn't record any audio. So these next few shots are just going to have no audio. Yep, it's a real bummer, I know, but not much I can do about it. Whenever I'm on a negative downer, my dad always says to me, Evan, turn around and read what it says on the back of your jumper. Attitude is a choice, positive or negative. It's right, guys, it's not always an easy choice to make, but we can't let hay fever overcome and control our attitude. Remember, positivity, positivity, positivity. Yo, you always have to remember the what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I always end my videos like that. So guys, see you later.